Alright guys, welcome back. What's up? This is Jesse and this is another episode of Attack of the B-Team Launcher and Minecraft, whatever. But okay, so unfortunately I have recorded for the last hour and a half and I ended up losing all of that footage. My hard drive wasn't connected properly, or was at the beginning of the recording, and at the end of the recording it seemed to have disconnected or something happened and it wasn't connected to my computer. So I lost an hour and a half of progress on this game. So for this episode, we're actually going to do a little recap. Since the last episode, I had just finished most part of the ceiling and constructing this part of the building of the smeltery. And I have also moved all of my Tinker's Construct stuff. And I moved it over here. You'll notice that I do have the tool forge, and the tool forge will allow me to build all of these cool new things like the hammer, the lumber axe, the excavator, the scythe, and other larger tools like the battle axe. I've also, and this is actually three, let's see if we can go up here. It is 3 seared bricks, or not seared bricks, but seared, like if you put bricks together, I think it's like, yeah, something like that. You put 3 seared bricks up here, and you put a block of iron here, block of iron here, block of iron, and a crafting station, or a tool station in the middle. And that will give you a tool forge. Now the tool forge is what you make all of your bigger weapons out of. And also I figured out that if you put a patterns chest next to a part builder, the patterns actually go into the part builder. So I don't need to take things out or put it back in. Another thing that we've done, we went and we flew over with our bat. We flew over to the lava biome, or the hell biome, which was, so we're here. We flew all the way over here, and we picked up some lava, so we can put it in there. We also picked up a whole bunch of ash. The ash is what I've been using to cook everything before I had the Tinker's table, or the forge set up. So we have a whole bunch of ash in all of our things. And do we have any more? We have some somewhere. Here, we got a whole inventory's worth of ash. And no, it's not seared bricks for the thing. It was what are they called? Yeah, I guess they are seared bricks. It's kind of this. Oh, seared brick and seared bricks. Okay, so same thing. So I put those together. Put 3 of those on top, and then you get your tool forge. Okay, so the tool forge, what we need to use that to get those bigger things, we needed to start melting aluminum and copper together. And when you put aluminum and copper together, you get aluminum brass. Now the aluminum brass is what you use to put, what you need to do is, if we go to our mighty smelting book, right click on it. Am I safe here? I think I'm safe. Right click on your mighty smelting book, and then you click over here. See, look, aluminum brass is made from 3 aluminum and 1 copper. Now I only had 12 copper, so we could only make so much. That's why I don't have any more. And what you do is you pour it over like a cast. So when I come over here and I make, say I make a part, like a tough binding, and I'll put stone in there, I'll make a stone binding, okay? So, and then you take that stone binding, you take your binding. Actually, I'll do it really quick here. Actually, I don't have enough aluminum brass now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for losing all this footage. But you take your aluminum brass, and you put your, see, look, you right click with whatever that you have. So if look, I made it an Axie as well. Axie Mach 2. Look, he's a stone bound. It's a big axe, so it has a tree capitate. So if you know what tree capitate is, so if you attack the bottom piece of the tree, the whole tree goes down. So I don't need to stand around and spend all that time cutting trees down anymore. So what you do is you take your piece of tool. So I wanted to make a hammer, so I made a hammerhead out of stone. You put your hammerhead down here, and then you put aluminum brass over top of it. And you can use aluminum brass, or you can use molten gold. I had more aluminum brass. Actually, I could probably use gold, just to show you guys, which actually probably is not a bad idea. If I have any. Oh, and I moved all of my ores. You'll see here in a second. I moved all of the ores over here. Look, I've got, oh, I have a whole bunch of aluminum brass. But I have blocks of iron, blocks of aluminum, and blocks of aluminum brass. And this is just an easier way to store it because you end up getting so much. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to do it. You take your ores and you fill up this whole thing with it. And I have enough for one more, I think, if I go down. Yeah, there we go. So I can use gold for this. And if you go up here, look, it's all gold. And I'll have to fix this. And I didn't have enough glass to finish the window. So we're going to have to do that. But that took so long. To make this bubble glass, I needed all those ink sacs and normal glass. So I went out and got a whole bunch of sand and a whole bunch of other stuff. So what we do is we wait for this to melt up, and each gold ore that you put in a smeltery, or any ore for that matter, when you put it in the smeltery, you get twice as much back. So obviously I put what is that, 22 of them in. So to get 22, so to get which one you want to pour out of the bottom, you just click on it. So if I want iron, I just click on it. So I have iron here, and let's say I want to make it into a block. So I'll click on the faucet, and for each block you need 9 ingots. So the number in here tells you how many ingots you have. So now I only have 10 ingots, 9 ingots, 8 ingots left in here. So I can't make another one, so I have to wait until I put more in there. So, and then you click on it, and you get your block of iron. So it's perfect. So now I've got 15 blocks of iron, which I can in turn just throw back in there, melt over again, and make things out of. Which is, I believe, what I made this out of. No, he's stone. Axe's stone. So anyways, so now I have all this molten gold in here. So I'm going to click on the gold. So now gold's at the bottom. And what I want to do is I want to come over here. Let's make an axe while we're here. We might as well. So I need, for an axe, let's see if we go over to the tool thing. We'll make an axe. We need an axe head, a binding, and a tool rod. So come over to the tinker's table. I need an axe head. So I got an axe head. And I'm just going to put stone just so I can make it. I need a stone axe head. I need a... These are ones I have. These are the ones I've already built for the hammer. As you can see, my hammer's up here. I named him Randy because I thought Randy was a really tough name. And that's my dad's name, so he's a tough guy. So I just named it Randy. Don't ask me why. I also need a normal tool rod. So I've got a tool rod. I'll make that into stone. And I also need a... Well, actually, we can use this now. We can use a stone shard. Binding. So we'll make it binding. So we got stone binding, stone tool rod, and stone pickaxe. And so what we're going to do is come over here. Oh my god. He's got a panda hat. Look at that. And what you do is you put your stone binding, or whatever you made it out of. You can make it out of paper. Stone is usually the easiest because it's the cheapest to make. Make sure gold or aluminum brass is on the bottom. And then you make a cast out of it. So this should fill up. It should harden here soon. And boom, you've got a tool binding cast. If we go over it, we got a tool binding cast. And then you could just pick up your binding, which usually you probably just end up throwing away because you've already got the cast for it. And we're going to do that for the rest of the things. We're going to do a tool rod. Since I don't have these yet, we're going to make a whole bunch. We're going to make all new ones. So we got tool rod, and then I need a pickaxe head. So we're going to do pickaxe head as well. And each of these costs different. I think these smaller ones only cost 1 ingot worth of gold. But like the things like the stone hammerhead and the heavy plates, these ones here, the hammerhead, look, it cost 8 to make these. So it cost a lot. These, on the other hand, 0.5, 0.5, and 1. So they're really cheap to make. So we're going to put this back. We're going to have a different place to put all this stuff in, which is okay. So what we want to do is we want to take that back out because we're dumb and we needed these things. So we're going to put that here. I guess we could probably just throw this stuff away. The other stuff, we don't really need it. And we are going to come over and we're going to take these blocks of gold out because we don't need the gold anymore. So we're going to take the gold out. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to put the rest of it in as well, just so we can get rid of it. So these pour out into these basins, which I think I showed you guys how to make earlier in an earlier episode, and they turn into blocks of gold. And we're just going to keep on doing that until we get as much gold as we can out of there, because we don't really need it in there. And then we're going to make these tools. We're probably just going to make them out of iron. It just seems it's just an easier It's just a nice little base material to make your stuff out of. And then you can add on stuff. So I got 12 ingots of gold in there, so I can make one more. And I think once this all melts, yeah, I got a whole bunch of extra. So I'll make a couple more. Let's go over here. We could probably we'll do like a half stack of iron once these are done. Do we have enough more? We'll let this go. Harden really quick. Okay, so we got 6 blocks of gold. 38, plenty enough to do more. And we'll let that go for now. What we want to eventually get to is we want to come over here and go to your mighty smeltery. We want alumite. Now alumite is made from 5 aluminum. So 1 alumite little iron's worth, or ingot worth, is 5 aluminum, 2 iron, and 2 obsidian. That's the hardest thing that we can make. So that's our goal. So we want to go down and get some obsidian. We got enough for 2 more blocks of gold. So two more blocks of gold. Oh, so good. It's so unfortunate that I lost this footage. I was so excited as I was doing this. I was like giddy, like a little schoolgirl. Also, if this actually does work, if you put your seared tanks on top of each other like this, it actually gives you more fuel. So as long as you're stacking the tanks on top of each other like that, you can have a lot of fuel and not have to worry about constantly filling up one tank. Okay, so let's get this gold. We're gonna put it back in here. I took the buckets, went and got the lava, came back, and it's only about 7 buckets of lava. Okay, so we are going to look. Here's my hammer. I already showed you that. We're gonna put we're gonna put the iron. Sorry, in here. We're gonna smelt the rest of this iron up. Hopefully, I hear a skeleton. Is he in the water still? No. What else do we have in here? We got blank patterns, some silver, aluminum. Do we have any more? We've got a lot of aluminum. We need to, I think the goal, oh, those are a little different. Galacticraft and Tinker's Construct. They should, there's a few different coppers I noticed when you're mining. So when you throw them all in here, they all melt into the same copper, the same one. So you can all put them into little blocks or use them for whatever you want. Okay, so we want iron at the bottom. We got aluminum, brass, gold, aluminum, iron. We got a whole bunch of stuff. But that's what we want. And we are going to make our pickaxe head first. So we're going to put our pickaxe head down there. We're going to wait for this to, cool, we got a whole bunch. Let's put the rest of this in there. Put the rest of the iron in here. And we are going to pour this into our cast here. And it shouldn't take much. There you go. So we got that. Let's make a binding. We'll make a binding. That doesn't take anything. It only takes 0.5 ingots, which is nice. And this also takes 0.5. So it's really quick, really cheap. But like I said, the bigger ones, the hammerheads, all that stuff take a lot more. So let's put our tool binding back in here. We'll put our small tool rod and our pickaxe head. And then we will, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw the stone stuff away. Throw the stone stuff away, and we will come over to the tool forge. We will go to pickaxe, and we are going to make an iron pickaxe. And we are going to call him Pinkman. Oh, no. That's what we're going to name our other one. How about we call him I don't know. Sparky. We're going to call him Sparky. So now we have a fully iron Sparky. Awesome. And so what we want to do is what I did last time. We want to take Sparky and we're going to put him. So when you open up the tool forge, you get this little thing, this immediate thing, and this is under, I believe, the repair. And you put Sparky here. And then we can start modifying him. We got 3 modifiers left on him. Like I said, if we make bindings out of paper or other materials, we'll get more space. So we'll get like 4 or something like that. Right now his durability is 324, not much. If we put a diamond on him, he'll have diamond tips and his durability goes up. And now he can mine obsidian. Yeah. So now he can mine obsidian because he's got a diamond head. So it puts the durability up by 500. So we can do that. I don't know if we can do that again. Does that do it again? It does not. Okay. So I think if we want to repair, because like I don't think these tools break. I didn't need to do that because I do have a diamond thing here. But what I do want to do is come over here, and I'm going to take a half stack of redstone. I'm going to go to a crafting station. I'm going to make these into blocks, I believe. Is it blocks? Oh, I don't really have enough to do that. Let's take those back out. We're going to have to do this the long way. So you put your redstone over here. And you put your, where's my, there it is, Sparky. And redstone puts mining speed. So I have originally a 0.6 or a 6 mining speed. And every time you put a redstone, it goes to 0.07 plus. So if I had blocks, I could do bigger pieces, but I can't. So I'm just gonna do it like this. It's really unfortunate that I have to do it like this, but it's okay. And as you can see, I did the same thing to Randy over here. He's got diamond and redstone on him. And we'll just keep on doing that until we used all of our redstone. Bish, bash, bush. Uh-oh. There we go. Perfect. So now we have... We're going to get rid of this diamond axe. Okay. We're going to get rid of him. And now we have Randy, which is a hammer, who has reinforcement 1 because I think he's made out of all iron. That makes him reinforced. He's got a durability of plus 500 because of the diamond, and he's got haste because of the redstone. Sparky's also got the same thing. And then we've got our other stuff. And I think that's about it. That's all we really needed to know about so far of the Tinker's Construct. We got a whole bunch of iron in here. We're going to take those out, put them into iron blocks, and I think that is a very quick, easy recap of what has happened this last level, or this last few episodes. I've got my pattern chest over here. Okay, so watch out. This axe, the lumber axe, actually takes a 3x3 block of which way you cut it. So if I cut it like this way, it will take out all of this wood. So I actually need this other axe so I can do precision axing with other wood things. Kind of sucks, but I did that earlier when I was moving all this stuff, and it it really messed up. Where did all my... Oh, okay, all my patterns are still over here. Huh, that's strange. Why is... If I remove this... Oh, that's weird. I probably shouldn't do that. We'll put him over here. And we'll put all of the, casts into this one. There you go. So we'll have all of our big stuff in here. Cool. Very quick recap on what has happened. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Minecraft. As always, leave a like. Oh my god, what is happening there? What is that? What? What is this? What did I click? Why are all these red things here? Uh-oh. What did I do? Uh-oh. I don't like it. Oh god. I don't know what I did. I'm gonna end it now before I mess it up any further. Figure out what the heck these little red lines are. And as always, leave a like and a no, there it is again! Oh! What is that? Okay, I don't know what that was. It's F9. Don't press F9. As always, leave a like and a comment in the section below. Let me know what you think about it. Like I said, I'm sorry for losing all of that footage. Me and Randy and Sparky are going to go out next episode, and we're going to go get all the materials that we need, or at least most of the materials that we need, to start making even better weapons. We're going to start using lapis. Now, lapis lazuli puts luck on your tools, and luck will give you more than, say, 1 ore per whatever. I'm pretty sure that's what it has to do. But we're also going to start getting that new ore so we can make better tools. But let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about the recap. I'm sorry again for not being able to show you what all I have done. And as always, sub to become a scrub today, and peace out, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, this is a really bad place to start a mine. Aw, I tried so hard to like make an actual mine. It's okay. You know what? We'll make a mine later. We won't worry about it. So look, it smashes this whole thing. It's a little slow by the looks of it, but it's okay. It gets all of this stuff, which is really nice. Unfortunately, it does create quite the mess, which kind of sucks, but I mean, look at all this stuff we're getting.